What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. Nice break for a deer. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I started the video there. So sweet, beta is still reacting to deer. I had one where it didn't the other day. We have a new update here. We're on 10.69.2.4. And that's kind of a small update, but we do have 10.69.3. The release notes have leaked and employees have begun installing that version, which has a bunch of improvements. I will actually put those release notes on the screen. So what you're seeing right now is release notes from the next version, not this version, because the release notes are not new for what we're driving here today. But we did get this update. Let's go check it out. The whole point is to see if there's bugs, whatever, and then Tesla can kind of continue rolling it out. But this went to employees, man, it's going to be almost a week ago at this point, or maybe 4 or 5 days or something like that. And now it's rolling out to us. So I would say it's probably pretty solid. And it seemed like a wide rollout as well. A lot of people were getting this version. So we need to turn left here, and the car takes it kind of fast. It seems like it wasn't really ready to take that for whatever reason, but it did it. That was fine. So we're going to go into downtown Fenton here in Michigan, and that's where we're going to drive around and test this version. And then since employees installed 69.3, hopefully we'll be getting that soon as well. But it could be another 4 or 5 days, we'll see. So let's check this version out. You can see the dirt roads are doing fine. We had a little break. I would say the braking was a bit late for that deer, but braking and moving the steering wheel. I did not get to look at the display, so make sure you check that out in the recording. But yeah, let's skip ahead to the downtown portion. It'll be a little more exciting than this. If you are enjoying these videos, please hit like and get subscribed. Over 60% of people watching are not subscribed. We're so close to 100K. We could do it this year if you click that button. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this one, and let's check out downtown and see how it does. All right, so here we go, heading into downtown, starting with our left, right that we do. This left used to be bad, and past few versions, it's been fine, doing fine here. So it's early in the morning. I'm hoping that there's some traffic to interact with. I don't know. It's just always kind of a hit or miss. So that left was perfect. I mean, couldn't have been any better. And I'm hoping that there's still some traffic from people going to work and stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, we're just going to see how beta can handle this area if it does pretty well. So stopping at the stop sign, and then we're creeping. Don't really need to. It's completely wide open. There's nobody around, but whatever, it's safe, so it's not a big deal. I am pretty picky about beta and the way it makes moves. It's not always me saying that it's a bad thing. It's more me trying to like get it across to you what I'm feeling. Because when you're watching the video, you can't kind of feel the way the car is moving and stuff like that. So I try to get that across. Now, being picky is just to kind of point things out. It doesn't mean it's bad. So when the car does things, so I got to put in the next destination here. When the car does something like a little slow, and I'm saying that it's slow, I'm not necessarily complaining. I'm just pointing it out. And that's how Robotaxi is going to be. It's going to be slow, cautious, careful, and I am fine with all of that. It's just not the way I would drive, and that's fine. That's not a big deal. You probably wouldn't drive that way either, but it is safe. So we make a complete stop. Nobody is there, and nicely make that left turn. So that left has kind of been iffy also in the past. Even kind of recently, it's kind of been iffy there, but handled really well there. And then going through downtown, so this update did come out last night, but it was Halloween, and it's kind of like, you know, I don't want to, I don't like to go in the dark because you guys can't see much, but also if kids are trick-or-treating and stuff, I don't like want to drive manually in that, so I'm definitely not going to be using beta during that time either. Just because, you know, keep the roads clear for the kids. So nice gentle slowing for the yellow here. Really nice. Yeah, actually moved up to that red really nicely. So yeah, let's keep going and see how it handles the rest of our route here. All right, so we got the blinking yellow, which sometimes the car gets confused by, but we moved right through that time, so that was handled really nicely. In the past, it used to kind of be really iffy, and then it changed to where it would always stop for blinking yellows. It just wouldn't even try. And then now it usually does them pretty well, but sometimes we'll still get tripped up, especially if there's other cars around. So this is kind of the controversial part of the drive where people don't like that I kind of screw with the car's nav. So I didn't last time, then everyone said, no, you should do it. So let's do it again. So what I'm doing here is I switch, and the car has to quickly reroute. So see how it's getting a little confused here because I made that change at the last second. And actually, you know what? This is kind of the best it's ever done that. And so this is exactly why I like to screw with the car in that way, because it does improve, even on these things that might seem like they're a little weird and a little random and maybe not the best predictor of self-driving performance. It did improve in that. So yeah, thinking about going on that one. If it would have dedicated, it definitely had time, but it waited a little too long and then, made the right decision to wait. So let's let these cars pass and make the left. So now we have a yellow. Are you going to go through? Oh, it does. Yes. I'll do it. Are you going to go? Oh, too slow, but hey, it did it. And that is the right move when you are in the intersection like that for a left turn and braking hard there. When you're in the intersection for a left turn like that and it turns yellow or even red, you are allowed to finish the maneuver if you've already started it. So I'm glad it did that, because in the past it has not. It has just wanted to stay right in the middle of the intersection, which is, I think, far more dangerous and not the right move. So it did kind of pass my test there. A little goofy, a little awkward, but still, if you watch the older videos, and we'll continue doing that test where I do that last minute route change, it just kind of loses its mind all over the place. And that has made a few big step improvements over the years. So right turn here, checking, I mean, it's clear, so we're good. That's made a few big step improvements over the years. So in the beginning, when you would have a route change like that at the last second, the car would sometimes just swerve the wheel like you were going to go flying off the road. I mean, I can't even exaggerate it. Go watch the videos from like a year and a half ago. That's what it would do. Then it would kind of do this thing where it would just fail. The whole car would kind of say take over immediately. And then we were in the age of like, yeah, can't really figure it out, but at least it's not doing anything too dangerous. And now we finally, looks like maybe it can handle that sometimes. So eventually that'll just kind of get perfected, as a lot of things have so far. All right, and again, we got our blinking yellow. We're moving up, which is awesome. Love to see that. That is exactly the right way to handle this. And then as soon as that pickup is gone, we move through. Wow. It's getting really good. Feels really good. I mean, that was so good. It never used to be able to move into the intersection like that. And I remember, I don't remember the number release, but there was a release where in the release notes, they called that out. It said the car would move forward, into the intersection to kind of wait for that left. And I was so excited, and then it didn't do it. And I was so disappointed. And I was like, oh, you said you were going to do it. And now it seems that it does actually, sometimes, not always, but it'll move into that intersection kind of to preempt the move, which is exactly the way you're supposed to do it. Now we'll make a right turn into this residential, which none of this is usually a big deal anymore, but it's part of the old route. This stuff that I have in here used to be difficult, all of it. And that's why I have this route. And now the car is just so good at most of this stuff. All right, so we'll go to number 5, which I think is, at the bottom. Oh, no, up here. Yeah, up at the top. So number 5. So we're going to, I'm putting directions in. We're going to go to a roundabout now. So we can probably fast forward through most of that. Am I going to screw you up here again? Let's see. So it's trying to reroute. Yeah, so it's taking a long time to reroute. Oh, yep. See, there you go. I mean, it did it, but obviously that was a little crazy. So, all right, let's see if we can just fast forward most of this to the roundabout. And gonna go right through that red, so that's not good. I mean, it might have slammed on the brakes at the last second there. Oh, it wants to turn left? Oh, that's my bad. Okay. Sorry, I didn't expect that because... Why? What? What? The destination's over here. Oh, sorry, I'm just a little confused as to what the heck is going on. So I guess it was gonna try to take that left, and I'm expecting it to go straight because that's where we're supposed to go. Let me see how this reroute. Wow, this is weird. Can't say I've ever seen this happen before. Now I'm speeding. What the heck are you doing? Let's try this one more time. How? Okay, so you have it over there. Wow, that's super weird. Definitely never seen that before. Okay, well, we didn't get to fast forward through all of it. I'm not sure. Look, it did it again. What? That must be some messed up map data or something. I'm not sure what to say about that. You can punch that address in and see if, like, what happens on your computer. I don't know. That's strange. Well, let's navigate to here because I want to do the round. Well, I want to go through the roundabout. So let's go to here. Oh, maybe the road's closed? No. Oh, this will be cool, though. All right. Here we go. Let's see. All right. Now it's going the right way. I'm going to look at these cones. Hopefully you don't reroute on me. Not the time to accelerate, really? Okay. There you go. It did handle that nicely, except it accelerated into it, which was weird. And of course someone's behind me, which sucks. Come on. All right, I'm going to have to move it with the... Sorry, I'm pressing the accelerator a little bit here. The guy behind me is being patient. There you go. And now you got to get out of here. Oh, let's see. Oh, I did it. A little early. All right, well, that was weird. So I had to, it was a little too scared to do that itself. So I had to use the accelerator to get through there, but it did the lane handling at least. So that was kind of cool. It left early. I actually thought that was where we were supposed to leave because the cones got quite wide there. But then I saw that there was one more cone, so I would have continued through the cone some more, but that's all right. So moving through here, little slow. Not a big deal. We got it. We made it. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to have to turn around here because this is all boring over here. So let me just turn around and then we will continue. All right, so we're going to go back to downtown and do the stop signs again. I'm going to the triple stop sign and see if anybody's there. And maybe an unprotected left if the video doesn't seem like it's too long. So let's do the roundabout once more. So it did it fine before, and 10.69, the first 10.69, was where it seemed like it wanted to go through the roundabout even with people in it, and then that got fixed. So that was, that was great. That was smooth, and oh yeah, that was awesome. We didn't stop for the yield. We moved through it nicely. We didn't do it too slow. So roundabouts are maybe getting better. I wouldn't expect it really with this, bug fix update, but yeah, they're still kind of hit or miss. Like sometimes you get that where it's perfect, and other times you get it where it's just really terrible. So we got the green, and it started to go, and then like is really hesitating here. Nobody's highlighted in blue. Well, we'll ding that one just in case. Why would you move my button so far away? Yeah, that was strange. So hesitant through the green. Again, like when the maneuver's safe like that, I try not to complain too much. It's better than it blasting through in an unsafe way, but still not correct. All right, so I put that in a bit late, but it did pick it up in time. So we'll take a left here, go through the triple stop sign. I'll try a unprotected left or two, and then we'll call it. So we have to wait for traffic here on this left. Steering wheel getting a little jittery. After this car, we're clear. It's not too sure with the person straight in front of us, but we do take it. A tiny bit wide, but good. I mean, not a complaint, just saying. So going for the triple stop sign here. And we stop, and we have no one now. There were a few cars to think about, and we make it through. So, all right, I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I'm not sure there's enough traffic really to do these. Let me just do one unprotected left here because I don't know if we're going to interact with anyone, and then we'll head back. Okay, I did come across this as I was trying to set up here, so let's see if the car will go around. Sure it will. It's pretty hard to see, but yeah, handles that just fine. Whoa, and then decides we're going left. Okay. Also a valid decision, not executed really, the best way. But there you go. All right. We went this way instead. All right, we'll start from here. We got a stop sign, and then we'll make a right, and then the unprotected left. And I'm heading home from there. So we'll creep out. It's clear. You should go now. Just taking a little too long. whatever, safe, but yeah, a little too long. If there's other cars there, that's when it becomes a problem. If there's nobody there, I guess I don't care. I try to think in the way of like, if this was self-driving, if I was sleeping or whatever, would something like that matter? No, not at all. We're not there. We're not going to be there for a long time. In my opinion, I don't think. But yeah, just to think of it from that perspective. So taking a right at this stop sign, cross traffic does not stop, but it's clear. And we got to squeeze a little bit with that car and the truck parked over there. Okay, here's the unprotected left. And then that'll kind of be the last move for this drive. So as it's, okay, so there are some cars we need to wait for here. That's good. So as it's making this, what I'll say is the drive, felt really good. Nothing, too surprising or new, which we would expect from a bug fix update. And we're good on this one. If you want to go, if you want to do it, no, we're going to wait. And the thing I'll say is those last minute, like we just saw with that left turn, and okay, moving through, good job. Sorry, watching that pedestrian. With those last minute decisions we saw a few times on this drive, most notably that left we just saw where it was going to go around the truck and then decided to go left. Like I said, it was a valid move. We could have done that instead of going around the truck, but doing it at the very last second like that without the nav changing is shocking to, the person responsible here, me, the driver. And I'm kind of used to beta, so I'm fine. I had my hands here. If I didn't want it to do the move it did, I would have just grabbed the wheel, but I was fine with what it was doing. And those kind of moves will just kind of scare people, to be honest. So it needs to not have those kind of last second, really rash decisions that are so kind of whiplash. Beyond that, I mean, the whole drive was pretty good. Like, that left was really natural. I can just sit here and talk now, whereas in the past, man, I mean, it was like every 2 seconds something crazy was happening. And now, for the most part, the drives are very good. And then you just have some things here and there that trip up the car, like those cones. It did a good job of going in between them, but it just wanted to stop. And so I appreciated it going slow. I'm good with that in that situation. Like, that's definitely a situation you should be going slow. But if I wasn't pressing the accelerator, it just would have stopped there. And I had someone behind me, so I couldn't allow that. But other than that, yeah, I mean, really good. It handled most of this really well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave those down below. I will try to answer those. And you will see me and Full Self Driving Beta in the next video.